At the beginning of the movie, we are shown a dense forest where a couple is climbing along a deserted road, in which the husband's name is Rich and the wife's name is Haley. Now as Richie reaches the top, he sees that there is a dirty pond in the middle of the forest. After Richie reaches the top, asks Haley to come up quickly, then Haley tries to climb up quickly, but at the same time her leg falls. She slips and hangs from her ropes but manages to catch herself and tries to climb up once again where she calls Rich for help, but Rich is not there, so she gets even more worried. Then she sees some blood falling on her face and she is surprised to see this. Then her eyes fall on Richie, whom someone picks up and throws down, and suddenly someone starts pulling him upwards, but Haley uses her rope. Cut off, she gives in and controls herself, but her balance gets disturbed and she falls from there. Then her eyes fall on Richie's dead body and she starts crying in grief when suddenly she hears a strange sound coming from the forest. Hearing this, Haley gets very scared and runs towards her car to save her life, but suddenly her foot gets stuck in something and she falls, after which someone drags her along with him. After which we have new news in this area. We see that many vehicles were disappearing one after the other, after which, a few days later, we see a man named Karis passing through the same forest, who was going to another city for his interview. After this, he sees traffic and gets stuck in the same traffic jam. Now here he was in a hurry and he felt that he was getting late, after which he got out of his car and went to the car in front of him. Where he was from the driver when he asked the reason for the traffic jam, the driver tells him that 5 miles away from here a chemical truck has overturned, due to which it is difficult to go further, and now Karis will have to wait there for several hours. Hearing this, Karis reverses his car. He turns aside and informs his company about being late, but there is a network issue due to which his call gets disconnected, after which while searching for the phone, his eyes fall on a gas station board and he walks on that path. That's why it gives way. He sees a lot of abandoned vehicles one after the other, after which he takes his car to the gas station where his eyes fall on the owner of the station. Looking at him, it seems that he has been ill for many days. He caresses his car. After getting down of the car, he tries to tell the company people that he is stuck in some work, but due to the phone being dead, he cannot talk to him, after which Karis asks the owner of the gas station for another way to go to the city, but the man ignores her words when he starts doing so. His eyes fall on a map there where he sees a rough road to reach the city and he asks the owner of the gas station about that route, after listening to which he goes towards that route. After which Karis takes his car and moves towards that path. After going some distance further, he also sees a shortcut path. Seeing it, Karis thinks a lot and he takes his car towards that unpaved path. As he starts going further, he sees a deer on the road. Karis starts looking at the deer, which appears dead, and while trying to see the deer, his car collides with another car, but despite such a terrible accident, Karis survives the accident. Now the owner of the car comes towards Karis. They start getting angry at him, but Karis controls himself and starts apologizing to them and agrees to compensate for the loss caused to the other person. Also, he asks them the reason for parking the car in the middle of the road, where Francis tells her that someone had laid barbed wire in the middle of the road, due to which the rear tire of their car burst. Now their other friend tells them to go to the previous station and call, but Karis tells them to go there. Everyone decides to go alone, but Evan and Frank's son decide to stay in the same car. Further, along the way, they notice a dead Nevlu, who looks like he was shot by someone. After going some distance, they see some tires of some vehicles burning, after seeing which Karis starts feeling dangerous and he asks everyone to move ahead. In the next scene we are there. Evan and Francis see something moving in the bushes nearby, after which Evan goes to look at the thing and Francis gets upset after not finding it there, and she also goes to find it. Goes back on the way forward. After leaving, her eyes go to Evan's only shoe, and after going further, she sees Evan's cut ear below and starts crying after seeing this. Then suddenly that unknown person attacks her from behind and she too dies. After which the 4 people along with Karis are shown who are moving forward. After moving forward, their eyes fall on a house and they start going towards the house to ask for help. Karis, a lot of cars, they get very upset after seeing this and knock on the door to ask for help, after which they come to know that no one lives in this house. after which when they all enter inside the house, their eyes go to the dining table. After seeing this, it seemed that this house had not been cleaned for a long time, nor did anyone live there. They also found the keys to some vehicles there. Now as soon as Karis opens the fridge there, he sees that he lost his senses when he sees this. After seeing that there is a lot of human flesh kept in the fridge and there is the same barbed wire that had punctured the tire of their car, they all try to get out of there quickly, but then Karis sees where a car is seen with their vehicles, after which they all try to escape through the back door, but the door is closed, after which the unknown person is seen coming inside, and as soon as he comes inside, he finds Francie's dead body on the ground, who throws Karis and his companions start trembling after seeing the dead body, after which the face of the unknown man is shown. These man-eaters are not one but three, and they pick up Francie's dead body, place it on their table, and torture her very badly. Seeing this, Son starts cutting with his tool. Just as a girl named Carly is about to scream, a boy named Scott grabs her mouth with his hands, after which he cuts the corpse of the man-eater Francie. After eating, they go to sleep. Now taking advantage of this opportunity, everyone tries to run away from there, when suddenly a man-eater's eyes fall on them, seeing which everyone starts running away from there and those man-eaters start searching for them, after which Karis tries to steal their cars. Scott starts planning a murder and shouts to get their attention, but suddenly one of the man-eaters shoots Karis in the leg, injuring him, after which Scott finds himself running into the forest. It is shown and the man-eaters start going towards him, after which an arrow passes through the chest of Scott, and here all three of them start running away, saving their lives by taking the car of those man-eaters. After going some distance, their truck stops. It gets stuck in the mud and all these people leave the truck there and go ahead from there, and all three, saving their lives, start going through the forest towards the road, and those man-eaters go on their hunt. It's evening and all three stop at a place to rest. Carly asks them to look up, and as soon as they both look up, they see a watchtower in front of them, which makes them very happy. And all three of them start climbing that tower. After going up, all three of them see that there is no one there. On the other hand, Jessie sees the first kit and she bandages it with Karis's bandage. On the other hand, Carly finds an old radio and she tries to ask for help from that radio, but no one answers from there, and then Karis looks down and sees that the three man-eaters have reached there too, and all three start climbing the tower, and seeing them coming upwards, they close the gate from where those man-eaters are about to come up, and now Carly starts talking to the radio when suddenly the man-eaters pull the wire of that radio, break it, and set the tower on fire. Now seeing all of them burning themselves, Carly goes there. They break the window, after which they come out and jump on the branches of the trees, but the man-eaters see them and start climbing the tree to catch them, and when they see that the man-eaters are coming near them, they are seen coming from one tree to another, but then a man-eater comes near Carly and taking the opportunity, attacks her in the face with his axe, after which it is morning when Karis is found by the police. The sound of a car is heard and he runs to stop the car. Now as soon as the policeman comes out of the car, an arrow goes through his eyes, after which he goes to the man-eater Karis, but Karis is in the van. Goes down and the man-eater bends down to look at Karis, but Karis is not there. After some time the same house is shown where the man-eater has tied up Karis very badly. What happened now is that as soon as Adam goes to kill the man-eater, he hears a car coming, so he goes to see, then Karis rams the car into that house and crushes the man-eater and gets out of the car. Car attacks the last man-eater with a dagger, seriously wounding him, and tries to save Karis when the man-eater attacks Karis again and kills him. Now seeing Karis dying, she kills the man-eater with the help of a bow and arrow, and now both of them come out of the house, but in the meantime, Karis' eyes go to the police car which has a fuel box. He targets that box and blows it up, and there is a huge explosion and the whole house gets destroyed, after which both of them take the car and start going through the same route, but seeing the truck coming, the owner of the gas station stops. Own door turns it off, after which Karis gets down from the truck, tears the map at the gas station and leaves, and this movie ends here.